It's not too often you hear of a player getting to play for another team just a few miles down the road. Lindsay Barna introduces you to one recently signed Lancaster Barnstormers pitcher who didn't think he'd still be calling Central PA his home away from home.
There are many dreams kids have, one of them to be a professional athlete. And for some, they're still living that dream. Barnstormers pitcher Andrew Lee isn't and hasn't given up on it.
From 5 years old to 29 like me, you want to make it to the big leagues, you want to be a household name where people see you and they know who you are.
It's a special drive that keeps him wanting more.
I hate to lose more than anything. It's one of those things like you almost hate losing more than you like winning. And that's just like a thirst that a lot of these guys have, is to compete. And like, I do it here, I do it on the golf course with my friends. I probably won't ever let my kids win any of the games we play. It's just part of who I am.
And that style had Stormers manager Ross Peeples wanting to sign a guy that puts his heart and soul into everything he does.
Knowing that you can put him out there and knowing what you're going to get every time, you know, it's definitely a plus. It makes you relax a little bit, and it's definitely, you know, big for this league and his position that he's in our closing role.
Lee's a veteran on the mound. He spent 8 years in the Washington Nationals organization, with the last 3 with stints on City Island in Harrisburg, playing for the Senators. Although he's playing just 38 miles southeast of the Sens, some differences between AA and independent ball aren't that much different at all, when you have players with experience in all levels of the game.
The competition is very similar, especially you have a lot of veterans, which is something that you see at the higher levels of the minor leagues. In the Atlantic League, we have so many guys that, like, we played against Daniel Murphy this year, who's a guy that I saw playing with the Nationals when I was a minor leaguer.
Lee's next chapter of his career could start tomorrow. It's a waiting game to get the call from his agent, but all he can do is surf this crazy wave and do what he does best and bring the heat on the mound.
That's one of the wildest parts that it's hard for people to grasp about minor league baseball or independent baseball, is the day-to-day uncertainty. And like, when they ask you about it, you're like, oh, it's kind of whatever. I guess I'll go where they tell me to go. And it's funny because a lot of people like to plan out their stuff. And my wife has grown to know that, like, almost every time she tries to plan a visit with me, I've moved. Like, my first 3 years in professional baseball with the Nats, every time I called her and told her to pack her bag, she was like, oh, I was supposed to be there next week. And all of a sudden she's traveling to a different city and meeting me on the road. But it's just something we've taken in stride. And it's honestly something you just learn to grow, and it becomes, you know, part of the allure of baseball, to where you never know what the next day might hold.
Lindsay Barna, Fox 43.